Welcome to day number 23 of training for my first amateur fight. We outside for the regulars. You guys already know what we're about to do. We're about to have a nice shadow boxing and bag work session. And you know how we start? We start off with some stretching, some dynamic stretching, and then some skipping, just to like get warmed up, get loose. And then we go straight into shadow boxing. I'm actually gonna move you guys over here, just so you see the whole process. Hopefully lighting's good, everything looks good today. Start. Always make sure to stretch, guys. Always, never neglect stretching. Probably one of the most important things, because you're not trying to get injured. If you get injured, then you can't train. And if you can't train, then you can't box. And if you can't box, then you're sad. And if you're sad, then you get depressed. And if you're depressed, then you feel unfulfilled. And if you're unfulfilled, that's a bit dry, isn't it? Warm up, guys. Make sure to shake everything out. Shake everything out. Just had a crack in my back. That was nice. Right, after a quick move around, I grab my skipping rope. And what do you do with a skipping rope? You skip. You start skipping. Let me get a better angle for you guys. Notice this is a good angle. I put that there, right there. Yes, that works. There we go. I just whipped myself. Again, it's twice is crazy. Once is alright, but twice is crazy. Twice is crazy. What's going on today, boy? Lock in. Let's lock in. The whole purpose of skipping, for me at least, get my legs warm, get ready to move around, get the blood flowing, helps me stay loose and relaxed as well. Hey! Knocking over the camera, jeez. Not a lot of space to work with, but we do what we can. Right, past 2 weeks now in this series, I've had one goal. Actually, I've had a lot of goals, but one of my goals, has been to do double unders. And sometimes I do one and I mess it up. Today we're gonna see how many I can do. Are we gonna break a record? We'll find out. First, let's start off slow. What I learned the trick is to just increase my jump height by a little bit and then move my hands really quickly. Simple, right? But it's easier said than done. That's one. Right, but the goal is to hold it, not just to do one, but to hold it. Oh my days. What was that? 4, 5? At least we've achieved that for today. That's skipping done for now. Let's move on to shadow boxing. We're getting into shadow boxing. It took a while to set up the camera to get an angle that you guys can still see my footwork and stuff. To show a little appreciation, subscribe. What is going on today, man? Alright, today my focus is in increasing my output, but specifically using my jab more. I don't just want to be standing there waiting for my opponent. I want to be able to use my jab, keep him busy. Just one, not just coming forward, stepping back as well, making sure not to stand still. I kind of tend to do it unconsciously, just kind of standing there waiting, which isn't something I want to keep doing. So I want to be a more active fighter, bringing the pain to you, boy. I'm not just waiting for it, pushing the action. Sure, it's good to fight on the back foot sometimes and like waiting to counter, but I feel like in amateurs you only got 3 rounds, sometimes even 2, depending on what stage you're in your career. You haven't got a lot of time to prove your point, to show that you deserve to win. So you kind of just want to get it done. What makes sure it's still recording. I just watched back some of the footage that I recorded just now, and I noticed subconsciously, I don't know why, but I'm not letting my hands go enough. I don't know if it's fatigue, because I feel fine, but kind of just starting to feel the tension. This is when people start to get tight. This is where I need to be. Just do one more round of shadow boxing. I will move on to hitting the bag. Front side on like this. Another thing that I find that I keep doing is, especially when I'm like hitting the heavy bag and stuff, instead of hitting with my knuckles, I tend to hit with this part of my hands. That's something I definitely need to work on. Well, like I said, guys, I'm keeping the content on the channel real, so I'm not really gatekeeping anything from you guys. You get to see me improve, and you get to see my mistakes. That's basically the point of the channel. You guys, that I wasn't perfect from day one. Show you the process, and I appreciate all of you guys that subscribe and follow this journey. I think walking down your opponent like this, let's go. Hey, what you doing, bro? Oh, hey, check it, throw the back. Hey. People that fight hands down, yeah, they're like, I find them to be so cool. Last part of today's training. Heavy bag session, baby, let's go. I think it's important that you guys get yourself 2 pairs of gloves. Particularly if you have a pair of gloves now, I say turn that pair of gloves into your bag gloves, especially if they're starting to get worn down. Because if you're using the same gloves, especially if you're training a lot, if you're using the same gloves on the bag, in sparring and everything, it kinda, especially if it's not a really high quality glove, the padding starts to break down and you don't want to be using that in sparring. So I just say have one for hitting the bag, mitts and all that, and then have one for sparring. I usually like to start off slow on the bag. Make sure I fully extend my shots. I'm just spin this around. A little 360. Hey, I only want to focus punching on my knuckles. That's the scoring point in a fight. I don't want to be slapping my punches. Plus, the knuckle just hurts way more. What the hell? What's that punch? That may look good. Hard left hook. It's so awkward moving around this bag compared to like a swinging bag, because this just stands there and I've got limited space around it. But no excuses. If I made excuses, future me wouldn't thank me for that. No reason to make excuses. My cross to the body is probably one of my strongest punches, just because there's a lot of like, rotation in it. That's day number 23 of training for my first amateur fight. Today, I'll rate today's training session 7 or even a 6 out of 10. To be honest, at the start I felt strong, I felt ready, but then as the session went on, I don't know, I just felt a bit off like towards the end. But we keep improving. I'm really trying to improve my speed. I don't want to be sluggish, so I'm really trying to push myself every single day, trying to like find out ways I can get faster. If you guys like have tips on how I can like improve my speed, then type it down in the comments. I know you can use dumbbells and stuff, so I'm gonna look into getting that so I can start to shadow box with dumbbells. But today was still a good session though. We put in the work, even though I kind of felt like I could have done better today's training session, but we're still putting the work, so that's what counts at the end of the day. That's day number 23. Your boy King David, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.